What is up, XRP community? Welcome back to another video. Some great information packed in this one relating to the Bank of International Settlements, Ripple, and the future of tokenizing all assets, the new monetary system. Also, why the SEC is likely to drop the charges against the Ripple executives, and a little bit of macroeconomic information on why Bitcoin is struggling to rally above 28.5K. First off, if you guys need a spot to get XRP or Flare, I recommend Uphold. It's sleek, it's simple, and it's secure. It's where I dollar cost average and buy my XRP daily. A link to Uphold in the video description below. And if you want 41 bucks for free, sign up with Webull, deposit 1 penny. You can get up to $40 to $3,000 in free stocks. Typically, you just get 40 to 300 bucks, but you're guaranteed $40 in minimum stock value just for signing up. A great offer. A video description below has a link to Webull. So first, take a listen to this clip here talking about tokenization, Bank of International Settlements, and Ripple.
We're tracking and probably is as exciting as anything is, tokenization of real world assets. If you apply, the technology to some of these industries that have been around forever that are fraught with manual processes and illiquidity and latency, there are some real opportunities to leverage the technology. And I think what's kind of fun to watch is if you think about the real estate or debt capital markets or commodities or even trade finance. I mean, these are spaces where institutions are leaning in because there's so much cost to be taken out of the equation. We're tracking and probably is as exciting as anything.
And the next one is almost even more important. In a future digital world, everything will be tokenized, whether it's a ticket to your favorite sporting event, whether it's a birth certificate, whether it is a deed to a house. I believe all of these things will be digitized and they will be on some type of interledger technology, whether that's a blockchain like XRP, who knows, but I do believe this is the future. This is an actual BIS clip from the 93rd annual general meeting. Take a listen.
Lies ahead in the evolution of the monetary system? What is the next big development? This year's annual economic report argues that the monetary system could be on the cusp of another major leap. The watchword is tokenization. Tokenization is more than just the digital representation of money and assets. Tokens integrate the records of an asset, normally found in a traditional database, with the rules and logic governing transfers. By doing so, tokenization introduces two important capabilities. First, enables the contingent performance of actions. And second, it enables composability, where multiple actions can be bundled together into one.
And if you guys do use Twitter, join the Twitter community. It's linked in the video description below. If you find any good information or resources, I would like to feature you guys in future videos. So just post them in the Twitter community and I will make sure to include them going forward from here. And then you guys also see here the third part of this thread. The Bank of International Settlements mentions Ripple in its official task force, and he links the document here. A great Twitter account. If you like this kind of information, flip the chain. So why is the SEC going to drop these charges? This is what this crypto CEO had to say. He says, Mubarak, this is the crypto CEO, stated that the reason for his prediction is that it's not in the best interest of the SEC to have a trial where their corruption can be exposed. We've seen over the past 2.5 years a lot of hypocrisy, and ultimately Ripple did receive a positive ruling. But when you look at something like Ethereum, which has a lot of similarities to Ripple and their sales of XRP, you have to ask yourself, why was Ripple attacked? Why was XRP the victim when you have other things like Ethereum on the market and many other altcoins doing things way worse than what Ripple is doing? An interesting chart here, guys. Never Wishing from TradingView. He's a technical analyst. He shows XRP on these 39-month cycles, so about 3 years and 1 quarter. And you can see after these 39-month cycles, Ripple tends to break out a bit. Now, one thing to keep in mind is Ripple is one of the most dominant cryptocurrencies that still has not, not Ripple, XRP, that still has not hit all-time highs. Practically everything hit all-time highs in the last bull run. This one did not. And these bars right here, this is what you call a fractal. So history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. And this guy right here is taking this previous fractal, this previous breakout from the 2017-2018 bull run, and mimicking it here, which puts XRP at a crazy valuation, $900 a token. I don't think this is accurate. One reason is every time an asset gets higher in value, it takes more and more money for that asset to repeat those gains. It was a lot easier for XRP to pump this much back in 2017 than it will be in the future. But even if you take just the top of this bar right here, a $16 XRP, from these current levels, that's what, a 35x? Still great returns. A good find here from Mr. Man XRP. He says, remember the time that the IMF was at the central bank conference remember the time the IMF was at a Ripple central bank conference about cross-border payments? Yeah, good times. And he links the International Monetary Fund in the speech document talking about fintech and cross-border payments. This is 7 years ago now. Kind of crazy to think about, 6 years. But Ripple is one of the few companies that's been around in this space for a long time, has extremely intelligent employees, right? The 43rd Treasurer of the United States, Rosie Rios, is on the board there, and many numerous other executives. Look at this tweet here from Zero Hedge. He says, game over. Kind of alarming stuff. So this is the total spending heat map by month. And what is the trend from 2022 to 2023? Every month, except for a few exceptions, spending has been going red. Last September, or this past month, we saw the lowest we've seen on this chart in a minute. And that just shows how much crazy stuff is happening with the macro situation. Look at this article here from Cointelegraph talking about the macro situation. On October 2nd, the Federal Reserve Vice Chair for Supervision, Michael Barr, stated in New York that he anticipates a slowdown in economic growth. Cash is king right now, guys. A slowdown in economic growth is not good for risky assets like stocks and crypto. A slowdown in economic growth below its potential due to higher interest rates constraining economic activity. He also noted that the full impact of the current monetary policy has yet to be realized. According to the CME FedWatch tool, the market is currently evenly divided on the possibility of another interest rate hike by the Fed in 2023. On October 3rd, the real yield on the U.S. 10-year Treasury, a measure that adjusts for inflation, reached 2.47%, its highest level in nearly 15 years. According to data from the U.S. Treasury, this development partly explains the U.S. dollar index, the DXY, reaching its highest point in 10 months. Additionally, Reuters reported that the U.S. has become relatively more appealing investment decision due to its quote-unquote, and this is funny to me, resilient economy, right? Our economy is so resilient, boasting stronger growth prospects when compared with Europe and China. Guys, thanks for the support on the channel. If you made it to the end of the video, comment activity in the comment section below so I know who my loyal supporters are. When you watch the full video, it supports the channel in a great way. And thank you for giving me 8 minutes of your time. Y'all have a good day. God bless you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Until next time.